for joining us. We're just gonna wait a couple of more minutes for more people to hop on the meeting. Good afternoon, everyone.
It's not community partnership.
Good boy, dude.
Sorry, I just wanted to check. Can anyone confirm if the MailChimp post went out for tonight's meeting? It would have gone out via email.
Give me 1 second, I'll tell you.
Thank you, Lily.
I got it. It's been out.
You got it via email or remind?
Email.
Oh, okay, awesome. Okay, great.
I got it, and I got one yesterday too.
Okay. Thank you, Lily. All right, so we're gonna get started. Hopefully, some more people join us. But I'm happy it went out. It wasn't showing up on my end.
Hey,
But
what's
thank
there with you?
Door.
Yeah, okay, Alex.
Yeah, of course.
I'm back now home tonight. Really? So we get super back?
Okay. Again, thank you for joining us tonight for Open Door. For our agenda today, we're going to go over the partnership overview, share some partnership updates, Our guest today is from the Phoenix House, from New York and Long Island, and then do our ending with the raffle gift card as we always do and close out. For the partnership overview, most of you already know, but for those who may not know, one of the purposes of the partnership is to provide referral services. We also get calls about housing and employment, and immigration, but it doesn't matter what the family's in need of. We try our best to connect the families to services based on their needs. We also perform as a hub in the community, connecting with various service providers, and that's how we're able to make the referrals that we make. And we also do community events. That's who we are. I just want to remind residents to please enter your name in the chat so that I can enter you in for the raffle at the end of the meeting. Oh, the music is still going on. Give me 1 second to turn that off in the background. Okay, I hope that wasn't too distracting. So for our updates, we continue to look for community resident liaisons. If anyone is interested in this position, it is a position working with the community partnership. Some of the requirements is living within the catchment area, which is 11203, 11210, 11212, and 11226. Attend our monthly meetings, such as our general meeting and governance team. We will love someone who speaks Creole and Spanish speaking, just preferred but not required. And no education requirement, just knowledge of the neighborhood and willingness to make a difference. Some of the benefits that goes along with this position is a $250 stipend every 3 months, Metro cards provided when we're having outdoor events, opportunities to develop your leadership skills and gain experience within the community coalition, also strengthen your social capital. So if you know of anyone that's interested in this position, or maybe you are, we'll love for you to apply. You can, I know that in the newsletter, the link for it is in the newsletter. Usually I have assistance for someone to put the link in the chat, but I don't have assistance tonight. So please look for it on our website or in the newsletter, okay? Thank you. And maybe you know someone, you can share it with them as well. We relaunched our community aid, I believe, back in April. So it continues now. We're continuing until all the funds are exhausted. Residents that can apply for this must live within the community catchment area, which is again 11203, 11210, 11212, 11226. You have to send a copy of the past due bill to the email efcpsupports@jcca.org and apply online. There's a link for that that's also in the newsletter and can be found on our website as well. For anyone who's fallen behind on their utility bill, it could be any utility bill, phone bill, cable, Con Edison, National Grid. So if you know anyone that's in need, we encourage you to share this information. If you're in need, we welcome you to apply as well. We are excited. We continue Friday's farmers market from sorry for the date, the time has changed. It's actually 2 to 5 now. Continuing at 14 Flatbush Avenue at the Flatbush YMCA. This Friday, there's a special with a free smoothie with purchase or $2. So we hope to see you, or you can spread the word, just encouraging healthy habits. EBT is accepted at the market. There's a special thing with those who purchase with EBT as well. I believe there's a value, like if you spend $5 at the market, you get an additional $5 to spend at the market with using EBT. There's also coupons for those who spend $10, you get a $5 coupon. So it can benefit a lot of people. So we hope you can be there or spread the word. We want to see more people at this farmers market. We have an upcoming event on June 22nd, the Health Fusion and Nitro Wellness Expo at Paragus Park, located at Albany and Foster Avenue. We encourage you to come out on that day as well, starting at 11 a.m. There's a lot of stuff entailed for that day, live fitness and healthy eating demo, health screenings, produce giveaway. We have some really nice gift bags, raffling as prizes to give away as well, some healthy lifestyle resources. So we hope you to come out that day. It should be a lot of fun. Some of the fitness includes Pilates, a dance we should call cardio workout, and a salsa dance session. We also have a housing workshop coming up on June 25th from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. We encourage you to attend this. This is virtual. The link is also on the newsletter and on our site. If you, since I can't put it in the chat for everyone, again, I apologize about that. But on the flyer, I believe the Zoom information, such as the meeting ID and the password, is on the flyer. So you'll be able to connect with Canva Homebase, which is a homeless prevention program. Ask them any questions, and they'll be sharing about what their program provides and the eligibility for their services as well. So encourage you to share the word on that and join us for that meeting as well. And last, on June 25th, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., we will be having our general meeting. This month, we'll be meeting in person, but virtual option will still be available. We'll be meeting at our downtown Brooklyn office at 57 Willoughby Street. So we encourage you to come out. We'll have refreshments, well, I guess, lunch that day for those who join us in person. But again, the virtual option will be still available. So we hope to see you at that meeting as well. Again, if anyone has just joined us, just reminding residents to please enter their name in the chat for the raffle at the end. And now I want to introduce Sebastian Williams, who is a training associate with the Phoenix House of New York in Long Island. We present our presenter today. You can take it over, Sebastian. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming, Cindy Reed. I appreciate the presentation, and I commend you for providing all of those wonderful resources, making it available for everybody that's here today, and making copies of them so the people that's not here, we can still get the information out to anyone that want to participate in those wonderful resources we have available. Thank you, everyone. I just want to acknowledge everyone here today. Ms. Lopez, Cassandra, Taya, Suzette, Sandra, Tanya. I'm sorry if I missed anyone. I think that's everyone. And I appreciate you all for coming out. My name is Sebastian Williams. I am a SERPA peer support specialist life coach here at the Phoenix House Brooklyn Recovery Center. And today I will be demonstrating the Narcan kits and training so everyone could be aware on how to save someone's life if they're going into a cardiac arrest and ODing on opioids. So before I start off with the training, I want to ask, and you could just unmute yourself if you want to speak. Is anyone aware of the drug called fentanyl? Is anyone aware of the drug called fentanyl?
I would say yes on my end.
Yes.
Some stories.
Is that Cassandra speaking? And then we have the Zoom user next. Cassandra? Hello, can you hear me? Miss Reed, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Cassandra, can you hear me? It seemed like you're unmuted. Okay, we have someone here named Zoom user. The name is not here. It says Zoom user. You are unmuted. You want to say anything?
I heard them basically saying yes, Mr. Sebastian, that they have heard. And I was sharing that I've heard it too. I'm also seeing some, news, reports in the news about, either passings of it or something like that. I know there was a passing actually in my building of someone who had an overdose of it.
Mm-hmm. How long ago was that?
That was, I would believe, before the new year. It was like around December, early December.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Ms. Reed. Just to make everyone aware of how this drug is and the history of it, it was a over-the-counter It wasn't over the counter, it was actually pharmaceuticals that made it for people that's suffering with chronic illnesses. And they had to get a prescription. It was had to be administered by a doctor. But somehow drug dealers got their hands on it. And when they get their hands on it, they start cutting it and putting in everything that they can imagine. Now, these are the testing strips for fentanyl. So everybody can see that. Well, and don't worry about if you can't really see and read also on the package, because I do have, after the training, I have this kit, this bag right here. And in this bag, we have your Narcan kit. We have a lot of different goodies in here in this bag, and everyone is going to get one after the program. Miss Reed is going to make sure she get one to everyone, okay? So when we see someone on the ground that's going into OD, cardiac arrest, there's signs and symptoms that show that the person is about to die. Can anyone tell me some of the signs of a person that's ODing? You could just unmute yourself and speak on it. Cassandra, it seemed like you unmuted yourself. You want to speak on that? What are the signs of someone ODing? Okay, it seems like she can't hear me. All right. Some of the signs is the lips are turned blue. Oh, I'm sorry, Tia, you were unmuted?
Yeah, some of them might be aspirating.
Okay. Sandra? Tanya? Seem like Tanya. I'm gonna call the people out that's unmuted, that I see that's unmuted, because it seems like y'all might want to speak on it. So I have Tanya. What are some of the signs of a person ODing? I think she can hear me neither. Okay, Suzette, Miss Harris. Okay, seems like no one can hear me. Miss Reed,
They
you
can
want,
hear you, but something is going on when they unmute.
right? It seems like they're unmuted and they want to speak, but the sound is not coming out. Y'all might want to check your volume.
Or you can put your answer in the chat.
Yes, that's your other option. Okay, so some of the signs of a person is ODing, that their lips are turned blue, they might be going into convulsions as if they're having a seizure. Their eyes might be rolling in their head. They are slow of breathing. Those are some of the signs of a person ODing. Now, the first thing we want to do when we want to help save a life is you have to put on the gloves. The number one thing we have to do first is put on your gloves. Why? Fentanyl is so dangerous, it only takes 3 grains of salt. Imagine you on the beach and 3 grains of sand, that little bit of sand, 3 grains of it. That's all it takes to kill you. That's how powerful it is. And it happens instantly. As soon as you touch it, it runs right through your nervous system and attack you and bring you into cardiac arrest. 3 grains of salt. So it happens so fast and so unusually, we have to be careful. So even though we want to help save a life and a person is on the ground and we want to help reverse the ODing process, we have to protect ourselves. Safety is number one. So the first thing we want to do is go into your kit. This is what your kit is going to look like. And inside your kit, you're going to have everything you need. So I'm going to bring out one piece of item at a time. And the first thing we want to do is put on your gloves, because they might have residue on a shirt, on a jacket, on a face, and you touch them, and instantly it happens, okay? When we put on our gloves, the second thing we want to do is call 911. You want to give a description on what the person looked like and what the person is wearing and where they could be located. After that, you want to start administering Narcan. So any questions before I go on? Okay. So,
Mr. Sebastian, sorry, I have a question.
yes.
We know that these things can be very sudden, and maybe yes, you get the kit and plan to be prepared to have this if you do encounter this experience. But what if you don't have the kit? You don't have gloves. What is an alternative? Like you said, it's takes 3 grams of salt.
That's a great question. I do not advise that you touch the person. I do advise that you call 911 and get immediate help for them. And that's a great question, Ms. Reed. And that's why we're here today, so we can make sure that everybody's equipped with these Narcan kits. And you want to always keep them on your car, keep them in your purse, keep them close by you. Especially if we was in a house. Not most recently, there was a baby that died from fentanyl, and no one had an ODN kit, a Narcan kit to reverse the ODN process. They was packing the drugs under the kits I'm sorry, I'm just reading this. Okay, yes, thank you. They was packing the drugs under the mats in the daycare center. And it was so much drugs that it started to come through the mats. So when they set the baby on the mat, the drug instantly went through the baby's body and killed the child. No one had a Narcan kit available, or they could have tried to administer it to help save that child's life. Any questions before I go on? You could put your questions in the chat too. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is put on your gloves. The second thing we do is call 911. What we do, give a description of the person, what they're wearing, and where they could be located at, and tell them that you're administering Narcan. When you talk to the police, you don't want to say that they are ODing on drugs, because we don't know what their problem is. You don't want to say that they're ODing on drugs. Just going to say that someone is passed out and you're going to administer Narcan. Now, when the person is down, we got our gloves on, we made the 911 call, we go over to them, we yell in their ear. Hello, can you hear me? Wake up, can you hear me? You want to try to trigger a response. When you can't trigger a response, you take your knuckles, if everybody can see my knuckles, the way I have it, and I'll just take it and I'll rub it down the inside of my chest. So if everybody can do that, just take your knuckles and rub it real hard in the center of your chest, and you can feel that burning. When you do that to the person, they got to respond if they're conscious. If they don't respond, we know they're unconscious. Now we go to work. So this is the Narcan kit right here. This is the kit that you're going to want to administer. It looks like a nasal congestant, and we want to be careful when we open this up. You don't want to make a mistake and hit that red button, because there's only one blast in there. So when we touch that red button, it's gone. So this is what we use to reverse the ODM process. We stick it up their nostril, either or, doesn't make a difference. And you hit that button on the bottom. You wait 2 minutes. After 2 minutes and you don't get a response from the person, we have another kit. You have another one. And you can put it in the same nostril or the other one. It don't make a difference. After you put those two in the nostril, your job is done. We have something called the Good Samaritan law. So if the police come, if you decide to stay on the scene, you can let them know that you administered Narcan, and they can arrest you. However, you want to be in the right, you want to don't have drugs on you. There's a certain amount of grams of cocaine or marijuana that if you have on you, the police can make a decision to arrest you or not. So you want to make sure that you don't have anything on you when you're helping someone else. You want to be in the clear. Here we have safety strips. These are your testing safety strips. These strips test everything except one thing. Anybody know what it don't test? Yes, someone put in the chats, can it be used on, are y'all with me out there? Somebody tell me what this can't be used for. It can be tested for everything except one thing, these testing strips. What can it be used for? I got a message, somebody's responding. Marijuana. Stephanie, that's right. You cannot test marijuana with this. Yes, it can test. Somebody put cocaine in the chat. Yeah, cocaine can be tested with this. It can be tested. There is one substance that it can't be detected with, and that's marijuana. These only don't test marijuana. These testing strips is going to be in your package. You're going to also get this QR code. So when you get your package, you scan the QR code and it'll give you a lot of information about Narcan, about fentanyl, different drugs, and how it works. And you can always go online and you can go order it and get your Narcan kit for free. And if you want more Narcan kits, you can contact us as well. We'll provide them for you. Taya, Ms. Frederick?
What if the kit have an expiry date and it passed the expiry date?
That's a good question. On the back of your Narcan kit, it does have an expiration date on the back of all of them. Only thing you do is just call and get another Phoenix house, and we'll help deliver them in the city and make sure that you get them, okay? So we're gonna always make sure that you have them available. They do have an expiration date on the back. And this is 2026. So normally, by the time we get them, it's gonna last for 2 years. It's going to last for a year to 2 years, so it's pretty safe. You always want to check the back of them. If it's expired, just give us a call, or you can go online by scanning that QR code, and you can get them. They'll just ship them to you for free. Any more questions? Now, I'll get your kids. There's going to be a blue card and certification that you have officially been trained in Narcan. And that is the training for today. You all have now been officially trained to administer Narcan. There's one more part to this. Before you leave the person, it's important how they're positioned. If they're laying on their back, you want to turn them on their side, not the side where their heart is at, because on their right side, you want to put their left hand over their chest and their leg across their other leg. And as a demonstration in your kit, this chart right here is going to demonstrate exactly how it should be done. I don't know if you can see it that well because of my green screen is preventing, but you will get this in your kit and you will see exactly how to leave them. Let me see if I can move this a little bit closer. Yes, this one right here. So here, I don't know if y'all can see it. This is how you want to leave them. See if I can get that clear. No, it's not coming through. Can you see that right there, how he's positioned? He got his left hand over and his knee is over his other leg, his right leg. And you leave him like that so the blood can flow through naturally and circulate. And that is officially the Narcan training. So you all have now been certified to administer Narcan. Your kits will be given to Sydney, and she will provide all of y'all with these kits. If y'all have any other questions for me right now, you can ask. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Ms. Holmes.
It's coming on Monday on Hulu. It's on Fox on Sunday night. It's called
Mr.
June.
Sebastian, do you mind reviewing some stuff? Because we had some people joined a little bit later.
This morning.
What is it that you want me to review?
Well, some of the stuff, the items in the kit that you mentioned.
Okay, sure. I can just go over it again.
And somebody
Right
asked where
here,
could we
we
join
have,
in-person training?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Someone asked in the chat, where can they join for in-person training?
Okay, that's a good question. What I'm going to do is contact my providers and my supervisor and find out when can we hold an event here at the Brooklyn Recovery Community Center. And I'm gonna also collaborate with Ms. Reed and find out when she can make space available so we can get everybody in person. It's one thing having a training on Zoom, but it's nothing like having it in person. You know, it's more engaging and you can see the material a little bit better and you can understand how this works a little bit better. So, Ms. Reed, her and I is going to talk about when we can collaborate and make the space available for everyone to come in person. Okay? Do everybody have
Oh,
our
how do you
address at the Brooklyn Recovery?
go
Excuse
on?
me?
Sorry.
Go ahead, Ms. Reed.
No, you could go on.
Yes, the kits for the North, the form for the Narcan kits. When you get your kit, you're gonna scan the QR codes on here. Everything gonna have a QR code. And it's gonna let you know where to get the kits from. It's gonna let you know where to go online from and get the kits from for free. Everything have a QR code in it. You also can get it at the New York City Health. Google New York City Health, and they can provide those kits for you too, right here, New York City Health. And this QR code here is going to be in your kit. And this will let you know where they do a live events, they're doing training, where you can get free kits and you can get testing strips. We have a whole lot of testing strips here. I'm not sure if y'all know our location is 20 New York and Brooklyn. Y'all can stop by anytime. We open from Monday through Saturday, 8 in the morning to 7 or 8 p.m. Tia, Ms. Frederick, you said something?
Yes. What if the person's unresponsive for other reason and you're not too sure? How does the
That's a
medication
good
affect them?
Right, that's a good question, and that's been asked many times before. What if they on some other medications? What if they have other different health conditions? Maybe it's a heart murmur, high blood pressure, diabetes. Well, the answer is this kit only does one thing. It reverses the ODing process. That's all this kit does. It does not hurt them. No matter what their medical condition is, no matter what their mental or physical condition is, this Narcan kit only reverses the ODing process. It doesn't hurt them. So here is our our monthly schedule. I don't know, you can't see it, but it's going to be in your package with all the programs we have available at the Brooklyn Recovery Community Center, and y'all can walk in anytime. We give away free food every day, brand new underwear, brand new socks, brand new t-shirts. We have programs on yoga. We have counselors on 24 hours a day, not 24, but except Sunday, from Monday through Saturday. We have counselors available where we can call in or you can walk in. We have counselors with recurring disorders. So if a person is struggling with substance abuse or mental health challenges, they can come on in the center. We can give them the support. We can get them connected to want to go into detox. We have relationships with different detox organizations. We can get them connected to services. So we are full community-based service organization, from housing to you need food stamps, you need your birth certificate, your social security card, anything that you need, we will help you in this community over here. We are located at 20 New York, right across the street from the Restoration Plaza.
Sebastian, for an in-person training, how long is that? Is it
Yeah.
also like kind of what's the time frame of that workshop?
Well, it's usually, it depends on how well people engage. If no one is asking any questions, I'm just gonna go through the training itself, and it might take about 10, 15 minutes if no one is engaging. But normally we get a lot of people asking questions. They're very intuitive. They want to know a lot of different things. So it might last maybe an hour to 45 minutes, depending on how well the people engaged.
Is this how like
You're
seasons
welcome.
where we'll see it in like in height of cases? An increase of cases?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
My question is the season, the warm season, would we possibly be able to see like an increase in cases?
Normally there's more people ODing in the winter, and they're inside. They're not out in the street where people can witness them going into an OD process. Normally, when they're inside, no one knows. Like, it could be an apartment, they could be in an abandoned building, they could be in some kind of enclave, and no one knows they're there and they're dying. Just 2 weeks ago, my cousin just died. He had an heart attack. We did an autopsy report. Uh, some substance was involved, so we suspect that it was fentanyl. Unfortunately, when my cousin died in his apartment alone, he stayed there for 9 days where he was decomposed beyond recognition because no one knew he was there. Yeah, so it's really bad.
Thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry about your loss. And it does make sense that it happens during the winter because, like I said, I experienced someone in my building and it was in the winter.
Yeah, because that's when most of the times when people getting high, they don't want to get high when it's cold outside, so they're gonna go where it's warm at. And there's not many eyes where you're indoors. But in the summertime, when it's hot, people be in the parks, they be under the tree. You can see somebody in the street sleeping next to a building, a cardboard box. It can even be in the average person. Like, the thing about this drug is so incredible that you could be in a club having a good time, just partying. Someone could have left where they was packing the drugs at, and they had gloves on when they was packing the drugs for the fentanyl and cutting it to put it in different drugs, but then had marijuana and touched the bag and sold the bag to a customer. And that customer touched the bag itself and it had residue of fentanyl on it. You can OD off of that. You could be in the club just having a good time. Never take your eye off your drink. Someone could slip something in your drink. Instantly, you go into a cardiac arrest. Someone could be smoking hookah in a hookah lounge, and you don't know what people are putting in your drugs today. So we don't tell people to stop drugging or do drug. That's not our responsibility. We tell them to do it safely. Thank you for the sentiments and the condolences in the chat. Thank you. Yeah, we want to make sure that this is about safety. And if you know someone that's involved in the drug trade and they're doing whatever they got to do, just tell them, make sure that you're clean when you come in this house. They could touch something, they could touch a glass, they could touch a handle from a doorknob. You go into the bathroom, you touch that doorknob behind them, go into cardiac arrest that instantly, because it only takes 3 grains of salt to kill you. 3 grains, you know how small is that? You can't even see that. So we have to be very vigilant and mindful.
Could you please mention the chat?
Someone trying to say something?
Yeah, I hope I'm not the one
Kaya,
asking all the
that's you
questions.
speaking?
Yeah, I was just thinking
No,
about
it's
it
okay.
that I think this is a good session for like whenever you guys have it again, that parents bring their kids out. The reason why my 12-year-old was on her way home from school and stopped by a friend and ended up having the gummy bear and she ate it. So I think the session should be next time, bring your kids along so they could listen to stuff like this, so they can understand the
Yeah,
consequences and
yeah,
the danger behind it.
yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
There's those marijuana sticks that they have, the marijuana that you eat, the brownies, they're putting fentanyl in those now just to keep you addicted. The object is to keep you addicted, but they put too much, and you chewing the brownie with the marijuana in it, go right to cardiac arrest. We have Rhonda with her hands up. Go ahead, Rhonda.
Good evening, everyone. So the previous person mentioned training for talked about children. How young do you have to be
Yes.
trained for the Narcan?
The train for
the Narcan.
That's a wonderful question. To be trained, I think I'm not actually sure on it. That's a wonderful question. We never had that question before. How young can they be? But I think if the child can understand how to administer it, then they should be trained. If they can pick up the phone and call 911, then they should be trained. Because as simply as just putting this in the person's nose and squeezing it. And squeezing it. Waiting 2 minutes. If there's no response, take the other kit, put it in the same nostril or the other one and squeezing it. That's all they have to learn how to do. So we can't underestimate the brilliance of our children. 5 and up. I think 5 and up, they could be able to administer Narcan. You have some kids that just know how to pick up the phone when they know something's going wrong with their mommy or their daddy, and they'll call 911. If that kid is smart enough to call 911, then they should be smart enough to know how to administer Narcan. And it's something as easy as taking a nasal congestion bottle and spraying it in your nose. And that's pretty much it. Just spraying this in the person's nose.
Thank you.
Wonderful question. Thank you for that participation. Great question.
Could you please put your information in the chat?
It says Zoom user. I don't see the name there, but you were speaking. What you said?
Could you
Someone
please
has, yes.
in the chat?
You're kind of breaking up. Can you try that again?
Got it. Having some problem. Could you please put your information in the chat?
Yeah, we have it in bed. Oh, okay, sure. You mean our location? Sure.
Say your contact information, Mr. Sebastian. She would like your contact information.
Sure, I'm putting my location right here. And I'll put the address and the email address. You can email me anytime.
Sebastian, are there any statistics about groups or people, or like what group or age group that get more affected by it?
The drugs doesn't discriminate. It don't discriminate. And if I said it was the Spanish population, then I'm being biased. If I say it's the Black population, I'm being biased. I think in a fair, honest way to say it, anyone that's using drug is subjected to being a victim of an OD. And why I say that, because they're putting it in everything they can put it in. The drug dealer doesn't care about nothing but keeping you addicted to keep coming back to buy his product. So if he can slip in some fentanyl in your cocaine and you're not even aware of it, that it's this addictive thing that's making you addicted to keep coming back. He could slip fentanyl in your cocaine. He could slip it in your marijuana. He could slip it in your opioids. They could put that in anything. And that's what they are doing. So it's really a dire situation that we are raising awareness about this today, because they're putting it in everything. So anybody that's using any kind of substance, even alcohol, they're subject to going to cardiac arrest if they don't test their drugs first. This is why we give out these testing strips. Is selling drugs and you're hanging out with them, don't take that they give it to you because you know. No, test your drugs, because at the end of the day, this is about your life. The drug dealer don't care about nothing but keeping you addicted to make money off you. I'm going to put my office number in the chat as well. See, these are the blue cards right here. And every one of your kits, you're going to find one of these cards right here. This is your certification. You take it and sign your name on it. Once you sign your name on it, you keep it in your pocket. You keep it on your person. You keep it in your wallet. So when you are administering Narcan and the police come on the scene, just let them know, look, I've been trained to administer Narcan. You show them your card. And it's been certified by the New York State Board. We have these cards in every one of your Narcan kits. If anybody have any questions or comments, the floor is yours. Ask me anything you want. As far as my knowledge will allow me to share, I will. Thank you, Ms. Reed.
Problem.
So all of my info, you could just copy it, paste it, and you can contact me anytime.
Does anyone have any more
Oh,
questions?
Mhm. Okay, I think
Yes, thank you, Mr. Sebastian, so much. This was really great. We are planning
Smith
to
Holmes,
do a holiday prep during the holidays
Sandra,
before
Suzette,
Thanksgiving,
Miss
and I think this
Lopez,
is
Tanya.
great training to do again.
Yes, just let me know and I'll be there. Let's set it up because I want to, like, when I'm doing a live training, it's different. I want to ask everybody to tell me the actual steps that you have to
Yeah,
do to administer it. So they will have to go one through one by one. The first thing, put on your gloves. Second thing, call 911. Third thing, yell in their ears, see if they're conscious. I'm just giving a summary right now. So third thing, yell in their ear. If they don't respond, you take your knuckles, rub it in the middle of their chest. They don't respond. You take your Narcan kit out. Don't make a mistake and squeeze it, because once you squeeze it, it's done. You put it in a nostril. Don't make a difference what side. 2 minutes, you wait. After 2 minutes, they don't respond. You take your other kit, put it in their nose, you squeeze it. You don't have to stay. You can leave. You done your job. Turn them on their right side, not their left where their heart is at, but on their right side. Put their arm over their chest, put their leg over their other leg, and you leave them like that. But another part, when you do administer this Narcan, back up, get out the way, because when they come to, you blew their high, so they're gonna be mad. They're gonna be swinging. They're gonna be swinging for the fences, and you don't want to get hit by somebody just coming from out of death. So you want to get out the way. So when I'm live and in person, I'll point out people and have them participate so you can explain to me the steps so I know that you know the steps to take. It's different here on the Zoom, everybody's in the comfort of their home or doing whatever they want to do, but just you being here is very important. I didn't get a chance to have everyone participate and actively involved where I can test your knowledge to make sure you really know exactly how it works. And this is why I went through it once and twice again. Someone put something in the chat, to complete the form to get your Narcan kit. Yes, please
yes, that would
complete
be
that
great. So
form
all of
to get
those
your
who
Narcan
has
kit. Once you complete the
participated in
form,
today's training and experienced everything, please complete the form in the chat. And we will make sure your Narcan kit gets to you. So just provide all of that information and we'll make sure you get that kit. If you don't complete it, then
so
you're
you're
gonna
not,
have to get it another time.
and you're gonna have this wonderful bag from the Phoenix house, and everything is gonna be in your bag. All the goodies. There's a lot of different things is gonna be in here. So looking forward to y'all having this. And if y'all need me to come to any one of y'all events, if it's a school, if it's a house setting, you're doing a party, you're in a club, it's a birthday party, it's a wedding, anywhere, this information is very valuable. So just give me a call, reach out to me, send me an email. We make sure that we get there for you, okay?
Yes. Thank you so much for your time tonight and everything that you shared, Mr.
So that's
Sebastian. We greatly appreciate it.
no problem. I thank all of y'all for coming out. And too bad we couldn't do this in person, but it's not too late. We'll get a second chance to do it again. Thank you so much for letting me be the one that provide this information to y'all. And I wish y'all all a safe and beautiful and productive night. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you. So everyone, we're gonna continue with the presentation. I know we got about 10 minutes left. 1 second, share the screen. So I hope everybody put their name in the chat. for the raffle we're going to do shortly. And I just wanted to, there was one flyer that I forgot to include, so I'm going to mention it now, and also mention again about the farmers market tomorrow between 2 and 5 p.m. at Flatbush YMCA, located at 1401 Flatbush Avenue. This is a farmers market funded by Council Member Sarah Lewis. That funding was provided to Season Middle to create this opportunity. We will be there. This is a special Friday where there's going to be a free smoothie for everyone that makes a purchase from the farmers market, or the smoothie will be just $2. So we welcome you to come out. EBT is and SNAP is acceptable at the market, and there's some benefits from using EBT as well, such as once you pay $2 with EBT slash SNAP, you get $2 free. So I think it goes up to $10. So once you spend $10 in EBT money, then you will get an additional $10 to purchase from the market. So that would give you $20 value of fruits and vegetables. For those who are not using EBT, there's also a benefit. Once you spend $10 cash at the market, you'll get a $5 coupon to spend at the market. So we hope that you come out. If you're not able to come out, share this information. We will also be there connecting anyone to any referral services that they may need. I mentioned earlier that the partnership often gets calls about housing, employment, immigration, but it doesn't matter what the families need. We try our best to connect it to services based on their need. We are wrapping up with our Heard of Home Community Conversations meeting on Saturday, June 15th from 3 p.m. to 4:45. We welcome you to come out at the Brooklyn Public Library at Rugby Branch. That is 1000 Utica Avenue. Sorry if I'm speaking fast. Some of the incentives that day will be a $50 raffle gift card. We will also provide everyone that attends a two-ride Metro card. We'll also have a special gift bag for the first 10 people. I know there was something else, and lunch will be provided. So we welcome you to come out. The meeting will be on civic engagement. Learn what civic engagement means, discuss the various ways to be civically engaged. There's more than just voting. Learn how to start to make a difference right in your community. This will be facilitated by Brooklyn Level Up, so we encourage you to come out. Stay connected with the partnership. You could call us at 347-675-7810. You can email us at ef@cpp.jccany.org. We encourage you to explore our website, eastflatbushpartnership.org, and follow us at East Flatbush Partnership. Our next meeting is going to be in September, on September 12th at 7 p.m. We don't meet during the summer months. So thank you, everybody. Now the wheel. Now the wheel is not on the computer like we usually do where we screen it. I did it on my phone while everyone was in the meeting. So give me a second to do it. And I will announce the winners that come up on the phone. 1 second.
Miss Cindy, you still there?
She got disconnected.
Oh, she got this one. Okay. Thank you. And she's alone this evening now.
Can you hear me? I got kicked out of the meeting. Can everyone hear me?
We can hear you
Yes.
now.
Okay, awesome. So sorry, I got kicked out when I was doing the raffle. And the two winners from the phone that came up was Tanya and Miss Stephanie. Miss Stephanie, do I have your contact information? And Tanya, is it Tanya that I think it is?
Yes, Tanya Cooper.
Say that again?
Is it Tanya Cooper?
Yes. So could you please put your contact information in the chat to make sure that I just really need your email.
Okay, thank you.
That was Tanya and Stephanie. Please put your name in the chat. I mean your email, so I could follow up with you with the gift card. All of those that attended us tonight and joined this meeting, and we thank you all for joining us, and we greatly appreciate and wish you all a great evening and a safe summer as well. We'll see you back in September for Open Door. I'm sure we'll be encountered before that. Thank you.
Cindy, I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you've done for us and always doing a terrific job of helping your community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May God really bless you.
Thank you, Ms. Watson, and you as well. Appreciate your kind words.